Welcome back. It's Sunday morning. We've got the Christmas parade and the Christmas party behind me, so I'm back to work on the 8N and putting everything back together here. So I've got the replacement transmission on my cherry picker. I did try to put it on this transmission jack, but it seems like more trouble than it's worth. I'm trying to get that under there at the right angle, and I'm just gonna see how I can do just on the cherry picker. It is convenient that we have the PTO control window open, because I should be able to look inside and see how well we're lining up with that and that as we're going. Not expecting too many problems, but that is usually your famous last words. So let's get you guys up in the stand and let's give this a shot. Alright, so first thing I notice, back end sitting down pretty low. Try and get this thing a little bit more level. I'll adjust my back strap there. Still sitting pretty low, but that's as close as I'm gonna get with this setup, so close enough will have to be good enough. I used my new birthday present from my dad and my mom and dad this year. Gasket scraper was part of my gift. Now this other gasket has seen better days too. It's going to use a little bit of RTV on the part that's broken, but the rest of it's kind of starting to dry out and warp. So I'm going to put a little bit of gasket glue on the surface to hold it in place. If I can get the jar open. Just like that. Ta-da! Alright, so now it's just a matter of putting all of my nuts back on. And that's pretty boring to watch, so let's speed this up a little bit, especially since I'm probably blocking the camera angle right now anyways. So we'll get this part over with and I'll be right back. Bolts tightened, connecting the rear end to the transmission. Now we're gonna put this guy back. So you can see the PTO shifter whatchamanoodle in there. Basically, when I put the shifter back in, I need to make sure that this lines up with that, and then we should be good. I'm gonna try and get you guys in a holder that might get a camera angle of this. Let's give it a shot. Oh, must have something to do with the brakes. Is that your brake lock? I don't know how that... If anybody in the comments knows how that works exactly, I'd be interested, because there's no rod or nothing connected to lock that, and I can't see you reaching down with your fingers to engage that. Yeah, it's definitely got something to do with the brakes. Easy as that. There we go. Back end's back together. I think it's lunchtime now, so we'll be back after lunch, try and mate the engine back with the front of the transmission. All right, I am back. It took me a lot longer than lunch to get back here, though. I got into the house and got sent on some errands, and then it ended up being way too short for me to get back in the shop before I had to head out to my family farm for Sunday supper. So here I am now in the evening. So it's Sunday evening, about 8 o'clock, and we're going to see if we can at least marry these two together. So as you can see in that sped up portion of the video, I had quite a bit of fun getting this to line up, but I did eventually get it. I ended up taking it off of the cherry picker, using my transmission jack underneath that I could have a little bit more adjustment left and right, up, down. I gave it a little bit of a tilt, and I was able to hand bomb it into place. This would be much easier with two people for sure. It took me about 46 minutes according to the recording, but we'll cut that down for you guys. But there you have it. And I even remembered to put this little tab here. However, now that I'm looking at that, I did forget to put my exhaust mount. So I'll put my exhaust mount on here, and then I think I'm going to call it a night for tonight. Tractor's at least sitting on its own four wheels again. Tomorrow we'll tackle the next pieces, so I think next up is going to be swapping out this whole battery box frame, putting on the, well, put the exhaust back on, connect it here. One thing that I did in between videos was I actually hooked up the other end of this brake to this rod down here. And then we'll hook up these guys, both sides. And then I think after we hook up the steering, we're going to be on to the new wiring harness. So stay tuned. It should be an interesting week. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already.